Well, tonight, the college athletics world working to figure out what a Department of Education decision means for the beginning of profit sharing. Our Will Puckett working on this for us today. Will, you're being told it's a wait-and-see approach.
Yeah, the timing of this news, Casey, creates a few hiccups in this advice being given out. The outgoing Department of Education saying that any profit sharing by universities is to be seen as money that needs to be shared equally between men's and women's sports. A decision, however, that could be wiped away by next week. College athletics, a cash cow for universities off the backs of teenagers and young adults.
We are seeing very shortly the schools themselves will be directly paying athletes.
A House settlement with the NCAA means soon every Division I college and university will be paying the athletes in their athletics departments a share of the profits.
You're looking at maybe at least $20 million of money finally going to the athletes who are actually generating that revenue.
But just hours ago, the Department of Education throwing what some consider a wrench in things when they ruled those payments are a form of financial assistance and fall under the requirements of Title IX.
So what this means is that if, for example, a University of Tennessee wants to pay their quarterback a few $1,000,000, they'd have to pay the equivalent. They'd have to pay also a few $1,000,000 to female athletes as well.
Sam Ehrlich is an assistant professor of legal studies at Boise State University. He outlines what this advice lays out for those wanting a piece of the pie.
This will be something that will be that essentially creates a roadmap for litigants, for private litigants, for female athletes or anyone else who wants to file a lawsuit against the university if they do engage in kind of this unequal revenue sharing down the road.
But come Monday, this complicated opinion could be dissolved to nothing as one administration heads for the exit and a new one is brought in.
I think it's a very good bet that it could be wiped away as soon as next week.
But an opinion now on the books and one that's forcing many to take a look at what's next. Now, I was talking with Brent Hubbs with our partners over at VolQuest. He said right now it's all up in the air. But to put this in perspective, in an athletic department of roughly 250 scholarship athletes, every athlete this way would get about $75,000 to $80,000. Casey?
Will, Ehrlich says this likely ends in court.
Yeah, he says when the agreement came down, it all but guaranteed that it would be a decision made by a judge. With this news, it's now all but sealed that a judge is going to have to decide how this money will be divvied up.
All right. Well, thanks.
After Hurricane